Recovering harmony 2274. If we were to interpret the lives of animals with a human eye, we would conclude that they are in flow most of the time because their perception of what has to be done generally coincides with what they are prepared to do. When a lion feels hungry, it will start crumbling and looking for prey until its hunger is satisfied. Afterward, it lies down to bask in the sun, dreaming the dreams lions dream. There is no reason to believe that it suffers from unfulfilled ambition or that it is overwhelmed by pressing responsibilities. Animal skills are always met to concrete demands because their minds suggest they are only contain information about what is actually present in the environment in relation to their bodily states as determined by instinct. So a hungry lion only perceives what will help it to find a gazelle, while a sated lion concentrates fully on the warmth of the sun. Its mind does not weigh possibilities unavailable at the moment. It neither imagines pleasant alternatives nor is it disturbed by fears of failure. Animals suffer just as we do when their biological program goals are frustrated. They feel the pangs of hunger, pain, and a satisfied sexual urge. Dogs bred to be friends to men grow distraught when left alone by their masters. But animals other than men are not in a position to be the cause of their own suffering. They are not evolved enough to be able to feel confusion and despair even after all their needs are satisfied. When free or externally induced conflicts, they are in harmony with themselves and experience the seamless concentration that in people we call flow. The psychic entropy peculiar to the human condition involves seeing more to do than one can actually accomplish and feeling able to accomplish more than what conditions allow. But this becomes possible only if one keeps in mind more than one goal at a time, being aware at the same time of conflicting desires. It can happen only when the mind knows not only what is but also what could be. The more complex any system, the more room it leaves open for alternatives and the more things can go wrong with it. This is certainly applicable to the evolution of the mind as it has increased its power to handle information. The potential for inner conflict has increased as well. When there are too many demands, options, challenges, and we become anxious. When too few, we get bored. There is no need to visit far-off lands to see how flow can be a natural part of living. Every child, before self-consciousness, begins to interfere as spontaneously with total abandon and complete involvement. Boredom is something children have to learn the hard way in response to artificially restricted choices. Again, this does not mean that children are always happy. Cruel or neglectful parents, poverty, and sickness, the inevitable accidents of living my children suffer intensely. But a child is rarely unhappy without good reason. It is understandable that people tend to be nostalgic about their early years. Like Tolstoy's Ivan Ilyich, many feel that the wholehearted serenity of childhood, the undivided participant in the here and now, becomes increasingly difficult to recapture as the years go by. When we can imagine only few opportunities and few possibilities, it is relatively easy to achieve harmony. Desires are simple, choices clear. There's little room for conflict and no need to compromise. This is the order of simple system, order by default as it were. It is fragile harmony, step by step with increase of complexity. The chances of entropy generated internally by the system increase as well. Okay, that's it.